But Gina, something you don't know is when I heard executive director at Signals was going to be hiring, I went to my partners and said, there's a cooler job than mine. But they hired the right person. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to be part of the team, and it's a blessing to be in such a unique position. And I'm just so thrilled to be there with Mark and his collection, and it's going to be a wonderful opportunity for the community. So I'm proud to be there.
What can you tell us about Signals?
Oh, it's so unique. The history of Huntsville spans about 200 years. I had a position with the Whedon House prior to coming to this position, and Huntsville spans from 1819, when we signed the Constitution for the state here, to current space technology. So that's kind of what Signals is offering, a unique 200-year look at the history of technology. It's something that is not seen. Nothing is comparable to this in the state.
Where does the tour start?
Okay, the tour starts there in the foyer. You walk in, you're ticketed there, and then you start with handheld communication. You know, in 1819, 1820 Huntsville, you basically had a letter that was given to a man, and he actually hand-delivered it. So that's where the tour begins. And then it takes you 200 years through the evolution of technology. So we're basically telling the story from hand-delivered to handheld.
Very nice. Very nice. Do you have a favorite part of the museum?
I do. So the RCA Nipper Dog collection is my absolute favorite. It's just iconic. And, you know, you walk in and everybody's like, Nipper, what? And they'll ask me, they'll say, what's his name? Nipper. So that's actually my favorite part of the collection.
His master's voice.
That's it. Beautiful, beautiful.
The first time I saw that collection, I went back and told my partners, no wonder we can't find one. Mark has them all.
He has collected quite a collection.
It really is amazing.
And people walk in and the nostalgia. You know, they walk in and it's basically, I thought this was a collection of radios. And
Right.
their jaw will literally, wow, I had no idea.
I know. The telegraph area is one of my favorites.
Absolutely. So there's an interactive there with Samuel Morse, and two people can actually race to do a telegraph. And it's amazing to watch. It's more difficult than people think.
You said they see Samuel Morse.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So we are so fortunate to have Ether as part of our group, who has created 4 characters for our museum. And basically, when guests come in, they scan a QR, they download an app on their phone or tablets, and as you walk through, you can actually scan Ben Franklin, Samuel Morse. They'll pop up and give you an interactive. It's absolutely amazing.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
It's cool.
I've seen some of Ether's work. It's incredible.
It's phenomenal. They do a great job.
Tell us more about the opening.
Okay, so we are opening March 1st. That's our date. It's ironic because that also happens to be Mark's birthday. So we're planning an
Nice.
opening on Mark's birthday. Yeah, tickets are going to be $15. We're scheduling tour groups. We already have schools calling to schedule for reservations for school groups. We're targeting middle, high school, and college kids to bring those guys in and meet with some of the professionals we have at Signals.
If someone wanted to arrange a tour with you, how does that work?
They can absolutely call our phone number, our main desk, at 256-857-1291. We'll get those guys scheduled. You can also check out our website. You can make reservations there as well.
In my early conversations with Mark, he talked about how culture was affected by technology, how the world changed based on technology. Tell us a little bit about the journey that...
Absolutely. So in such a short span of about 200 years, the journey was basically very slow. And we kind of exhibit that in the museum. As you go through the tour, you will see how things changed in such an exponential pace. I mean, we're talking 200 years from a horse delivering a message to telegraph, that it then evolves to telephone, recorded sound, and then you get into radio, TV, and computers. So all of that happened in about 200 years. We went from everything being handheld, your calendar, your photographs, your contacts, and now where are all those things stored? Right there in your handheld.
I used to tell the story on my mother. She went from outdoor plumbing to the man on the moon to the internet.
Isn't that something?
I think it's just amazing that there was a generation that got to watch how fast this world changed.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree. My grandmother told the story of, the first airplane she ever saw, to the man on the moon, and digital technology. So think about those people in that era, how quickly technology has evolved.
And how much it changed us all.
Absolutely.
Our
Absolutely.
expectations, how soon we adopt technology.
That's right. And today we seem to want everything instantly. We're such a fast-paced society, and we weren't that way 50 years ago.
When I talk in my industry about the fact that we change phones twice a year, it was 13 years before color TV was adopted,
Wow.
as 10% of the population had it.
Isn't that something? We're going to have an absolutely amazing TV section exhibit in our museum. You walk in, you see the old 1940s, 1950s on the floor model. We're going to have things like I Love Lucy playing on those TVs. So as you come through, it's basically a showroom with different TVs showing different era information.
I understand you've also got a radio station that's
We do.
historically Huntsville.
That's right. We have our own built-in AM radio stations. People can come in, spin a record. It's a very low frequency there in the museum, but yes, we have our own AM radio station, own working ham shack, interactives with spark gaps, telegraph. Ma Bell seems to be one of our most popular exhibits.
That's a pretty amazing board.
Isn't that cool? So
Yeah.
you sit down, you actually get the opportunity to work a switchboard, and Ma Bell will walk you through a historically accurate map of Huntsville. It's amazing.
That was one of my favorite
Yeah.
pieces over there.
People enjoy that one.